Hey everybody, this is Repeat Ron. We're going to be doing another one of Ron's reviews. This is going to be on an extreme horror movie called Inside. This is a French extreme horror movie when the big French extreme horror movies were coming out, like this one and Martyrs and Frontiers, and I think High Tension was a French one as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it kind of went along with that. It came out in 2007, and I actually have a copy of it right here. So, this is the unrated version. I think I watched the unrated version originally. But anyway, let's just go over what it's about. Pretty much the whole basis of this is somewhat after an accident of, well, a car accident that involved this woman and her husband. Her husband died while she was still pregnant, and then she's still pregnant, ready to give birth soon, and then somebody is trying to come into her house for an unknown reason. And that's pretty much the whole basis of the story. It's speculated that the person who wants to get into her house also wants her child. So it plays to that fear a lot too, which is really good. It's rather, I guess, somewhat unique, but it's just really well done for just being like a home invasion type movie. Um, Overall, the violence is cranked way up in this one, where there is some extreme scenes of violence, like people's head being exploded and stuff, and like you saw in the back where somebody had, well, I'll show it to you again, where somebody has scissors through their hand. So that one's fairly intense, as well as you can kind of see the front where they got scissors going towards a pregnant woman's stomach. So you kind of get what it's about. Um, Overall, this movie was shot in France, Paris, France, I believe. And it's all in French, but it's not difficult to find English dub or even English sub. I think this one is English dub on. I'm not sure though. But anyway, um, for names and whatnot, I did not see any names that I was really aware of, or at least aware of knowing that they did other projects. That being said, everybody in this movie did a really good job, from the director to the writer to the actors in it, because it's fairly minimal. It seems like this is a really kind of low budget movie, but done really good, to where it's, you knew how much money you had, so just put the location in something fairly simple, do just a pretty good home invasion story with a few more intense things put in it, and then just spend the rest of the money on like special effects and people that know what they're doing. And it works out really well, because like I said, this movie's just all around really good. So let's get to the point where I go into the parental guidelines. I still use the guidelines that IMDb uses, which are sex and nudity, as well as sexual content, violence and gore, drug use and alcoholism, and then profanity, and then disturbing and frightening scenes. And, these are kind of based on what I thought they were, rather than what's actually on IMDb, because I don't know what's actually on IMDb. Sometimes I'll check it just to be sure that I'm not forgetting something, especially in like the sex and nudity area, because for some reason people freak out about that more than anything else. Anyway, well, starting off in sex, nudity, sexual scenes, everything like that, basically there's none. There's the theme, there's, I guess, talking about childbirth at some point and just having the woman pregnant, but other than that, there's really no sexual anything or nudity or anything like that throughout the entire movie. So very, very little 1 out of 10, nothing there. In violence and gore, like I said, this movie has some intense violence and gore. It has people's heads being blown off, people getting stabbed with scissors. Let's see, what else does it have in it? It has vivid hallucinations that are kind of freaky. Just things like that. So, um, yeah, that one's gonna be scored way high. It's gonna be 10 out of 10. And sorry if I keep looking down. I just have it all written down on my notebook here, so I don't forget. So I don't forget something. Anyway, going on to drug use and alcoholism and stuff. There is practically none in this movie. Again, there's very, very little, I think, cigarette smoking, and maybe someone drinks at some point. I really can't remember anything. But again, very, very minimal. 1 out of 10. That's it. There's not a lot to it there. And then profanity. This one did have some swearing in it, but not nearly as much as other movies I've reviewed, like The Human Centipede, Serbian Film, things like that, or it's just nonstop swearing throughout. This one has just a few somewhat major swears, I guess, throughout. So 6 out of 10 seems fair. It's, it's an extreme horror movie. And with very minimal swearing in it. So, anyway, on to disturbing and frightening. This one's going to be 10 out of 10. Like I said, it's about someone trying to break into somebody's house and steal their unborn child. That's pretty messed up, and frankly, it's happened a few times, which is even more messed up. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Don't know what else you want me to say about that. So let's get into the pros and cons now. The pros that I felt with this movie is that it's not very long. It's a total of, let's see, how long is it? It's a total of 82 minutes. So it's not even an hour and a half long. It's just barely over an hour. And it's fairly fast-paced throughout for it being a horror movie that relies mostly on tension of, not knowing what the heck is going on. And sometimes tension makes things seem like they're going slower. It's a slow build-up. But you always stay in those moments. And this one kind of does that, and then it does fast-paced action throughout as well as just going back to the slow-paced, which is really good. And another pro is that it's really intense, gory, bloody, just intense for anybody who hasn't seen something like this. I think it would be a great kind of starting movie if people wanted to get into extreme horror or extreme type of movies and just wanted to kind of see, what was going on. Like, this wouldn't be so messed up and so out there, like I said, like The Human Centipede or like a Serbian Film where it's just overwhelming and just all around disturbing throughout, where this one's just kind of, okay, that's pretty messed up. And to be honest, I would say this movie's a lot better than either of those movies. The cons, the main one is, don't watch this if you're squeamish or if you're a pregnant woman. Definitely don't watch it if you're a pregnant woman. Yeah, if you're a pregnant woman, you can watch this. Then when your child is born, you can watch, Confessions, which I plan on doing a video about that later. And then go and watch We Need to Talk About Kevin or something, just to make sure that you're just like completely freaking out that either somebody's going to come and abduct your child or your child is going to turn into like a psychopath that kills people. So I'll get to those movies at some other time because honestly they're actually pretty good too. Yeah, so overall I really enjoyed this movie. Obviously I enjoyed it because I own it. If I didn't, I wouldn't own it unless it was just to add to a collection or something and then never watch it. Like I said, I might do with the Human Centipede or something, but I seriously doubt it. If somebody gifted it to me, I'd put it in a collection, but I'm not going to actually pay money for it. This I definitely paid money for. I'll try to find a site for you guys to go watch it, either, like Netflix or Amazon, or I'll just link the, link the link that I bought this on Amazon. At least I'm pretty sure I bought this on Amazon. I'm almost certain I did. You buy everything on Amazon. Anyway, Now time for my complete overview. What did I think of the movie out of 10? Compared to other extreme horror movies, it's not as extreme, but it's still really extreme and really good, which automatically puts it up higher. Because even if something is completely disturbing and freaky, like a Serbian film or Angel's Melancholy or something like that, but then it just tries to be like too extreme and it just gets silly and stupid, then it's not good. Like Angel's Melancholy did. Anyway, overall out of 10, I'd give this thing a 9 out of 10 compared to other extreme horror movies, which is great. This is definitely on probably my top 10 most extreme movies I've ever seen, most disturbing movies I've ever seen, I should say, simply because it is really good. It's really fun and it's fast paced. It's just a good horror movie. If you want to see it, I'll try to get something for you. Like I said, it is in French though, so it might be somewhat difficult to get a dub, but I kind of doubt it. It will, always be subbed for English if you speak English. If you speak French too, then, why are you listening to me? So that's all I have to say about it. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it. Anybody else who wants to leave anything or leave their review of Inside, go ahead and, put it down in the comments. I'd like to see if you thought it was great, if you thought it was terrible, if you just thought it was okay, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've been having a good day, keep on having a good day. If you guys have been having a bad day, I hope this video made your day just a little bit better. I hope to see all of you guys next time. Until then, stay cool and bye.